What's going on, guys? Normally I do gaming related stuff, but I do have other interests, obviously. um, One particular thing I've always wondered about, especially over the last few months, is what the hell happened to Secure Team 10? You know, like Tyler Glockner used to like upload a shitload of UFO videos and, you know, all that sort of stuff, which obviously I was, well, still am highly interested in. Um, and yeah, I just recently thought to myself, I haven't seen any uploads from him in like fucking ages. So I can't remember last time I saw an upload from him. But yeah, just I thought it was kind of odd, so I decided to make a quick little video, unrelated to gaming, obviously. But yeah, I just thought I'd dig a little deeper into what happened to him. This particular video I found, you know, sort of explains it in a way. But yeah, I guess we'll see, you know, what this video has to say. And I mean, you know, take it with a grain of salt, because I mean, I can't prove any of it yet. I haven't found any evidence as to what particularly happened to Tyler Glockner. I mean, for all we know, he could be, you know, like captured by the Men in Black or something like that. Like, I mean, you know, like all sorts of, or abducted by aliens, worst case scenario. But yeah, I mean, just he seems to have disappeared. I mean, just look at this. Like, geez, this is his channel on this guy's screen. This channel doesn't have any content, and he had like probably like 300, 400 videos, like all with like in the millions of views and shit, and he's got 2.6 million subscribers. Well, SECURETEAM10 did, e.g. Tyler Glockner, but you know, I guess we'll get straight into the video and just see what this particular dude down here on the left has to say about it. That's not me, by the way. But yeah, we'll see what he has to say about it. And then also, I think there's some footage of, you know, there'll probably be some of the footage from Tyler Glockner's like going away video, I guess you call it. I mean, I saw it in a different video, but I'm assuming it'll probably be on this particular video too. But you know, I guess let's just have a look and see what happens. We'll see what the video is all about.
10. Well, I can pretty much guess. I live in Columbus, Ohio. It's not that far from where he is here in Ohio. And it's a very drug infested area where he lives. And there's a good chance that the police were not conspiring against him. I don't believe that he was at the end of some government conspiracy to stop him from seeking the truth like he's posted. And I'll play a clip of that at the end of this video. But pretty much what you see, what you get. Content's been taken down. There's channel doesn't have any content. That's what shows up. It's just SECURETEAM10.
You can clearly see, I just got to pause it there real quick, but you can clearly see this dude hasn't done any research into why Tyler Glockner disappeared, because based on what I know of the guy, like, he doesn't drink, he doesn't, I mean, I drink, obviously, but no, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do any drugs, you know, he's not that kind of person. And he even says, like, pretty convincingly, as far as, like, you know, when you can tell when someone's lying, you know, they have that kind of, like, tone and feel in their voice, you know what I mean, like, that you can tell they're lying. But I didn't get that from this particular clip, which I think he's about to show. I mean, I don't really know what particularly, I don't know for sure what clip he's about to show, but if it's the one that I think he's going to show, I didn't detect that from him. Like, you know, I'm not like a body language reading expert or anything like that, but I know, I mean, you'll see eventually. I mean, he literally sounds, well, Tyler Glockner literally sounds legit in this video that you're about to see. Like, I mean, and it sounds like something major happened, you know, like, yeah. I'll stop rambling, I'll continue.
YouTube page. I did hear that he was being sued for stealing, for infringement on a copyright for the logo for SECURETEAM10, and that was a big problem for him. And then the charges that he'd woke up in his car, and the police were behind him and charged him with DWI after failing a sobriety test. He says he doesn't drink and he's not addicted to any drugs. He didn't say he didn't do any drugs. But come on, there's no conspiracy against the YouTuber. I promise you that. He
I'll stop him right there just for a second. Does whoever this guy is, does he not realize, like, what happens to, like, UFO alien whistleblowers and shit that come out with their, like, you know, with their information? Like, I mean, all sorts of come on, man, you know. I mean, oh, it's just he's just way too cynical about it. Like, he needs to, like, realize, this guy obviously hasn't been in the UFO community for that long. I mean, you guys can all see. I mean, if you're watching this video and you're looking up SECURETEAM10 and where the fuck he is, and you come across my channel and with this video, then you have a general idea about what happens to people. Who knows, it could happen to me one day, maybe for making this video. So how dare you talk about SECURETEAM10 on a YouTube channel? You know, we're gonna take you away to Dulce, New Mexico, or, you know, some other, like, you know, underground government facility and do, like, hell experiments on you and shit. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I mean, you never know what could actually happen when talking about this stuff. And that's one reason why I am going to start talking about this stuff, because it needs to be said. You know, the truth needs to be out there. And I don't care if it gets, like, 1 view or 1,000,000 views. This channel's not monetized. I'm not doing this to make money. I just found this interesting, so I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'll fucking talk about it, you know. And not just interesting, but I mean, obviously I've always been interested in UFOs, aliens, and, you know, I mean, I was subscribed to SECURETEAM10 for almost their whole career, and he did have some crazy good footage, you know, like, oh, there's Phoenix Lights, you know, the swarm of UFOs or whatever that was, like, that just, like, vanished, like, on screen, you know, video footage, you know. Oh, I mean, the list goes on. I can't even think of all the stuff that he had on there now, because it's like 4 years later, you know, so my memory's a bit rusty, but he had a lot of stuff on his channel that would have, you know, something like the Men in Black, like the real Men in Black, none of this bullshit Will Smith bullshit, like actual Men in Black, like the scary motherfuckers that, like, are tall, they got, like, no eyebrows and shit, you know, and they're dressed in suits. I don't know if you guys have seen, but you can look this up, and I guarantee you to check it out. Like, people go, oh, it's fake, it's debunked, or whatever, but it still hasn't been debunked. Like, you look at that real life footage of the MIB, e.g. Men in Black, walking into this, like, bank or whatever it is. So I can't remember if it's a bank or, you know, some sort of business, but they're looking for this dude who, you know, had some information on a UFO sighting, but the way they walk, man, is so goddamn weird. Like, you look at them, it's like, man, they're not fucking human, you know. There's no one no one on this earth that has any kind of, like practical sense would consider those two beings human. Like, there's no way. Like, and like, the witness, in unison, not really unison, but, like, you know, like, they'll kind of answer, like, continue from the other one's question onto the other guy, if that makes any sense. Like, it's really hard to describe, but it's, like, it's pretty fucking weird from the sounds of it. But yeah, you can check out that sort of stuff. Like, you can find it on YouTube, you can find it on Google, but obviously you want to look for the, you know, unedited versions and stuff like that. You can get edited. Some people edit this shit to make it just seem like it's like a load of shit. I mean, typical disinformation, right? I mean, as a UFO researcher, if you're watching this video, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, you can sift through the junk, but yeah, if you get down to the nitty gritty of that particular subject, and get down to like the real footage, like there's altered footage and stuff of it too as well. Like you gotta sift through it to find the real stuff, but yeah, there's something really weird going on there, and yeah, so I'm just continuing the video right here.
Didn't uncover anything that wasn't everywhere else anyways. It's most likely a drug addiction and gotten out of.
It wasn't anywhere else anyways, really. I mean, I've seen some videos that were on a secure team that I didn't find anywhere else. So I don't know what the hell this guy is talking about. Like, this guy obviously doesn't really know what he's talking about. Like, he kind of knows what he's talking about, but he hasn't actually done like the research or the backstory or like that sort of stuff. Like, I'm not liking his narrative at the moment, but I'm just pointing out that videos like this of like people like this person, saying, oh, there's no evidence of this or whatever. It's like saying there's no evidence of Hiroshima, the nuclear bombing, or there's no evidence of Chernobyl, the nuclear meltdown. But there clearly is evidence of it. Just not everything reports it. Like you just gotta find the evidence. But yeah, we'll continue.
And plus the lawsuit, the money's probably gone. And maybe one day if I'm down in his area, I'll stop by and look, but there's a good chance he's not even in the home anymore that he did live in, which I know where it was at. I knew the area. I've seen his Porsche cam, so it wouldn't be hard to find him. But he was very paranoid in the end. And
There you go. He was very paranoid in the end. Wait, why the fuck else would you be paranoid? Unless the goddamn Men in Black or like FBI or someone was after you. Like, seriously, man. This guy literally has no, like, what's the word? He has no, like, investigative sense in the sense that, UFO shit gets, like, covered up. Look at the Area 51, Roswell, New Mexico, same thing, obviously. Dulce, New Mexico. The list goes on as far as like covered up UFO shit, but the fact that he said this guy, I have no clue who he is, said that Tyler Glockner was hella fucking paranoid about something, and he has this particular channel which talks about this particular subject. Like, you can't see me like opening my palm, just going like, "What the fuck," but like, what the fuck, If this guy can't see that, like, that there's something not right here, then he's no, like, he shouldn't be trying to investigate it. I mean, this is the first I'm hearing of it, so I'll definitely be investigating and like, finding out whatever information I can and all that over the next however long it takes me, but I will get to the bottom of it. If it turns out that it's just all a big fraud, that's cool. I don't care. But I just have a feeling, I have a feeling there's more to the story than just drugs. Like Tyler Glockner just, I don't know, like he was quite, I mean very professional with his channel. I don't think it would be a drug thing, and yeah, like it's just very random and very sudden. Well, I mean, I guess I'm a bit late to the party because I found out about it like 7-8 months later, because I kind of forgot about that and I had all this other shit on my plate. But something about this just doesn't smell right to me.
thought people were following him. He had a domestic violence charge against his girlfriend, or wife. I believe it was his wife at the time.
Their wife. I believe he's like against his girlfriend. Their wife. I believe it's their wife. His wife. Like, doesn't even know who he's talking about. Like, their wife, really? Like, what? Does she have multiple husbands? But that right there is also another technique that, a corrupt uh, organization like, or maybe not even corrupt, but like an evil organization such as Men in Black would use against you if they were trying to silence you. And I mean, look at this channel doesn't have any content. He had hundreds of videos. I think something pretty bad has happened to Tyler. I unfortunately think like, oh man, I'd hate to think about what he's going through right now. But you know, I'm not a religious man, but prayers be with him, man. Like, I mean, if you're from America and you're religious, send him your prayers, because whatever he's going through right now can't be good. That's for sure.
And it's probably all ended. And SECURETEAM10's probably over. And he'll keep trying to string it along to see what he can get out of it. If he is strung on drugs, he's not going to put himself on camera. Not anymore. Once you get so far, it shows. And he may be gone. We'll have to wait and find out.
That bit, like, he's still going on about this whole drugs thing. Oh yeah, it's probably drugs. Like, he clearly doesn't. He hasn't done a single fucking thread of research on UFOs in general. Like, you can tell. Like, he's a complete noob. He's just trying to make a video on SECURETEAM10 to get views. Whoever this dude is, I don't even know what his channel is. I just came across this video. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll check it out, whatever. But he clearly doesn't know what's behind the scenes when aliens and stuff and government cover-ups are involved. Like, I mean, look at 9/11. I mean, pretty much all of us know that 9/11 was an inside job. I mean, there's explosions at the bottom of the buildings, random ass buildings blowing up without like no planes hitting them. I mean, come on, man. Like, you can clearly tell there's something suspect with that, and you can clearly tell there's something suspect with this, and you'll see a bit later on, if he shows the clip that I think he's going to show, that'll at least give him some merit. It's like, okay, so he got that piece of footage, so yeah, I'll give him that. But so far, I don't really like this dude's attitude. He's rubbing me the wrong way.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Thank you.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, the like, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment below. That typical bullshit. I'm not going to bother saying that with this video, but, I mean, I guess I already did. Oh, that's funny. But, let's just see the rest of the video, shall we? Oh, this is the one I was mentioned earlier.
Hey guys, Tyler here with Secure Team. It's good to see you. I know many of you have been wondering where I've been, and suffice it to say, it's been a very traumatic and tough past couple of months, and an even worse past couple of weeks.
He seems quite genuine there. Like, I didn't detect any sign of lying, and especially like when he says past couple of months, and then he looks up, and then an even more intense past couple of weeks. That to me says like whoever's after him is pressuring him even harder, as time goes on. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll see what else he has to say.
The original reason I stopped posting videos is because I started going across the country to film a new documentary that I've been wanting to work on for years. Then I started getting threats to shut my channel down, to stop what I was doing, to basically cease and desist my truth seeking, and to stop digging around, as they called it. I denied those requests and I kept going. And before I knew it, one night I was sitting in my house. I remember falling asleep, and the next thing I remember is waking up in my car with a police officer outside of it, who then charged me with DUI. Now, if any of you have known me for any number amount of years, and my family will tell you this, I'm not a drug addict, and I certainly do not drink alcohol. I think I've maybe drank a drink of alcohol maybe once every year, and that's usually at New Year's. So immediately I knew I was being set up for something. But I went to jail, I protested my innocence, I was released that same day, and within a week or two...
Really? This is what being on meth sounds like. Oh, this channel's starting to piss me off, man. Like, I mean, you could tell that this guy is like, oh, anti-aliens, like, oh, you have to be fucking crazy to believe in aliens. I mean, just, like, what he just said before, like, he was in his house and was dozing off, and then randomly wakes up in his car with cops outside of it. That, I don't know. I mean, I've talked to a couple of people who have tried meth before, and they've never had any such experience. So this guy obviously has no idea what he's talking about. This, not Tyler, but whoever uploaded this video. Look at that big caption in big capital letters. This is what being on meth sounds like. Really? I mean, you know, if you've been on meth or whatever, comment down below. Let me know if you've ever, you know, been in your house and then all of a sudden you're in your car and there's cops outside giving you a DUI, you know, while you're apparently not driving. You know, I mean, this is not meth. This is more like, you know, some sort of government drug or whatever that they use to, like, you know, like knock you out for a certain amount of time so they can frame you for some sort of crime, you know, like put you in front of a dead body, you know, frame you for murder, but like put blood all over you and shit, you know, like a roofie, you know. And yeah, like, I mean, I have been following this guy for, as far as his actual channel goes, like, at least 3 years, I reckon. I've been, you know, just casually watching his videos. You know, not every time he uploads a new one, but every time there's one that catches my eye, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll check him out. And I was subscribed to him. So I'm one of his subscribers, so, which is how I'm making this video right now. But I obviously haven't heard from him in like probably 6 months to a year at least, and this is the next thing that I'm hearing about him. And like, he doesn't seem like the type. Like, look at his eyes and stuff. He doesn't have any scratch marks and shit on his face. You know, I'm no meth expert, but I'm pretty sure they, you know, a meth addict would be like scratching their face and, you know, have like bags under their eyes and all this other shit. You know, there'll be all sorts of things, but you don't see any of that with this dude. Like, he looks like a straight edge kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like he describes. You know, doesn't do any drugs, barely has any alcohol. He probably has a little bit more alcohol than what he's letting on, but still, like, I mean, I'm drinking alcohol right now. I'll be the first to admit it. Like, I'll literally have a sip of my beer. Just one sec. But yeah, no, there's something about this doesn't smell right to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, You know, like, this dude just doesn't seem like the type to do meth. You know what I mean? Like, look at him. He's a goody two shoes. He doesn't have the, like, you know, the meth addict look like they're trying to portray that he is. But let's continue.
The police here where I am staying got a phone call, an anonymous phone call, that I was beating my girlfriend at the house we're staying at. The police showed up, and like they usually do in domestic violence situations, whether there's evidence or not, they usually take someone to jail, usually the man. My wife protested and said that I hadn't touched her and that nothing had happened. But the police nonetheless put me in handcuffs and took me to jail.
Oh, bro, that's shady shit, right? An anonymous. God damn. An anonymous phone call. And he gets taken to jail over it. And even his wife is saying that he's not hitting me. And the guy in the previous part of the video is like, oh, he's domestic abuse, whatever, you know, all that bullshit. Yeah, like, this, like, you can see the pain in this dude's face right now. Like, he's done with it. Like, he's just like, you know, I mean, who knows what shit he had to deal with in actual jail as well, you know, gonna be getting beaten up and stuff. But, like, the fact that it was an anonymous phone call, you know, I would like to see the full thing if I could get my hands on it, but I don't know really where to look for it. But as far as the, you know, case report, you know, what this anonymous, in inverted commas, or not inverted, quotation marks, anonymous caller said that they heard or whatever. Yeah, so I'd like to see what the actual police report is for that. But the fact that they've taken him to jail on an unproven case of domestic violence is pretty wrong. I mean, I definitely wouldn't like to be taken to jail on an unproven domestic violence call. You know, like, you haven't even, like, raised, you're just chilling there watching TV, and then cops come in like, we're taking you to jail for you know, domestic violence. It's like, that's what this is sounding like to me, and I would be willing to bet that the fucking FBI or Men in Black have had something to do with that, as well as that DUI thing earlier. But let's continue.
I was put under a probation hold with no bail and spent a week in jail being threatened and beaten by guards at the Knox County Jail.
Ah, you poor bugger. Oh, man. Threatened and beaten by guards and inmates at that jail. I mean, didn't I just say that before without even watching what he was about to say? Like, I don't mean to laugh, but, like, and like, that's why you can see, like, the fact that he's so done with it in his face, you know what I mean? Like, you can see it in his expression, you know? Like, yeah, you can tell he's being legit. I mean, I'm no facial muscles, like, expert, or whatever the fuck you call that, body language expert, but in my opinion, what he's saying right now, he's being 100% legitimate in what he's saying. You know, I'm not detecting any lies, any, like, he obviously can't say everything, like, he can't say how badly he was beaten, you know, and stuff like that, but, you know, you can tell that in general, with what he's talking about, he's being 100% legitimate, and, you know, so far I believe him. You know, like I don't see any there would be nothing he would have to gain from saying that he was, you know, arrested for domestic violence and then beaten by guards and inmates. Like, I mean, you know, I don't make up these stories myself, so it's like, well, why would he? You know, he was one of them. Like, I mean, in the UFO videos, he was super honest about everything. Like, and I respected him for that. And I've been watching him for quite a while. Like, probably, I don't know, like 3-4 years, something like that. And everything that he particularly said, even if the particular video turned out to be fake or whatever, everything he said about the video, whether he even said sometimes that this could be fake, you know, in this particular video, because, you know, it wasn't verified and stuff. But right now, like, as far as reading this guy's demeanor and his way of saying things and stuff, like, it sounds like he's going through some fucking shit. So, let's continue. Sorry.
I was told to keep my mouth shut if I knew what was good for me.
There you go.
They didn't specifically mention my channel, but I understood what they meant. Now, I know there's been some videos posted showing my mugshot, my charges, and this and that, but I have to tell you, all of you guys right now, this is, if there ever was, a setup. All of you who know me, you know I'm a kind man. I couldn't hurt a fly, let alone a woman or my wife. I'm certainly not a drinker. I don't do drugs. And so, it seems to me that when the threats to shut down my channel failed, that they upped the ante. They put me in jail under false charges, to which I've organized a team of lawyers. But this is really tough. I spent a week in jail. I was beaten by guards. I was told to keep my mouth shut. And this whole thing has been so traumatic, I've had to go on antidepressants because I've been suicidal. Apparently, something I've said or revealed in one of my thousands of videos has upset someone, rubbed someone the wrong way. But I want you guys to know, you know who I am. The 2 million of you who've subscribed to me and those of you who've been with me from the beginning know that I'm a good man. I wouldn't hurt a fly. In this past week, having been in jail and just being released, I can tell you that there's something much bigger going on. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to grasp it. My lawyers are doing their best just to try to figure out what's going on because none of it makes sense. My wife doesn't understand it because none of it makes sense. I don't understand it. What I can gather from all of this is that these people out there who would want to silence you, they are real. And they have the muscle and the power to silence you. And that's what they've tried to do to me. They've tried, when it didn't work when they threatened me and told me to stop talking and to shut down my channel, and I said no, that didn't work. So the next step is to arrest you on a bunch of false charges and to ruin your reputation. Have a bunch of people online posting videos of your mugshot and your charges, trying to ruin your reputation. Because if threats don't work, then ruining your reputation is the next step. And I want all of you guys to know that I love you, I appreciate you, I've done nothing wrong. Any of you who know me know that I'm a straight edge guy. I barely take an aspirin when I have a headache, let alone drink or do drugs, and I certainly am not a wife beater. I've been with the same woman for 16 beautiful years, and she will tell you, which I'm planning on posting a video, that I didn't do anything to her, and these charges are trumped up. They're nonsense. They're trying to silence me. So, I wanted to post you guys this video because I literally just got out of jail 2 days ago after being tortured and tormented and beaten for a week straight. I don't know where to go from here. All I know is that I've gotten lawyers, but I'm not going to be silenced. I'm going to continue my work. I'm going to continue posting videos. Jail didn't break me. Beatings didn't break me, and threats won't break me. So I want you to know, you have a friend in Tyler. You have a friend in Secure Team. I will continue to bring you the news. I will continue to reveal the truth about what's going on. And I just hope that you guys will have my back and not judge when you don't know the full story. Because I can tell you right now, there are things at work here that supersede me and that supersede all of us. Things I've never dealt with. And so that's it. I hope you guys will stick by me and look out for the next video. Have a good night, guys.
There you go. Like, I don't know about you guys, but he sounded pretty fucking genuine right there. Pardon me right there. Just had a little bit of a gas. But, like, you know, like, you can tell this, I mean, obviously you guys can tell that I like to drink, but this dude, you know, full straight edge sort of dude, and you're trying to say that he's a meth addict. Well, you can't see one single sign of meth on him, you know. I mean, I've seen some people before where they're, you know, scratching at themselves and, you know, got acne and stuff like that. This dude doesn't have any of that, and I've been, like you said, the 2.5 million subscribers or whatever. I was one of them. I was one of them from when he was about, oh, now we're going back, let's see, at least about 200,000 subscribers when he was at about 200,000 subscribers when I subscribed to his channel, and he got up to like 2 million or so. So that's a decent while, like at least 3 or 4 years, like I said before. But you know, I mean, it's up to you guys, like whether you guys think, what do you guys think? Like, let me know in the comments. Check a like on this video, subscribe. I'm doing what the guy on the video whose video I'm reacting to did in the early video. But it doesn't matter, whatever, fuck it. You know, if you like this video, if you like my take on it, if you like, you know, my info on it, like, comment, subscribe, you know, and I'll see you guys in the next video if I get an update on the old Tyler Glockner. I mean, I hope he's alright. Best wishes for him and his family. Yeah, and I'll be, you know, looking for any kind of new info that I can find on how he's doing, if he's still alive, if the MIB's got him, yeah, like anything I can find, I'll be looking for it. So, you know, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and you'll be posted when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.